go through this brief. I'm going to tick off your names this morning so you can again. So we've got Rex did 3 polls last week in Coral Seed. He did a post-job brief, went really well. So he wanted us to go through it. I've actually read through it, so the details, he's got the quote, risk identified, check, nothing missed. So things that went well. So 3 high-value jobs completed as planned. Allocation of tasks to TSW6. So there's good time frames, externals organised, tasks broken down well. This is the job that he's done, 3 polls that went really well. They didn't do any overtime, so he just wanted to let everyone know. Scoping, scope of TSW6, not relaying the information by others, not relying on the information relayed by others. What didn't go so well, customer said they were notified, or not notified, sorry. It looked like mapping issues in the underground, which is quite common. Planning, so extra crew from external switching to organise other contractors. So that's what we're going to do more so, is have switching and the job separate from each other. They went through the switching brief the night before, which is good. Where they can improve, Josh, the electrician, could have worked on AS3000 in the morning. He's not part of the switching, that's something else we're looking at these days. Scheduling was all good. Briefing, left confident with the knowledge of the job. Combine both tables. Site activities, had to leave half the pole because of the services. 4A come up with a solution, ran it by the 6. Job continued without any hold-ups. Road closed up entirely. What did go well with the site activities? Foot traffic, not managed because traffic control at the other end of the road blocked. What can improve? Communication between crews before releasing contractors. Human factors, what went well? All crews are switched on. Nothing to improve on there. The closeout, good communication with crew leader. So yeah, that was not bad. We're trying to do some of them on this side. It's supposed to be doing a bit more, but it's been a bit busy lately. So we've got some switching alerts. We've got switching alert 442, failure to obtain permission to proceed.
Yeah, I've got that one. So on 18th of March 2020, planned switching was being carried out to replace a load switch. During the isolation, the crew was instructed to complete items 10 to 15 and call back at item 16, which was to advise the HVC controller on completion. So later the crew contacted NOC and confirmed that items 10 to 15 were completed, along with items 17, 18 and 19, and they were ready to restore at item 20. At this point it was identified that item 16 was not communicated to the HVC controller as requested, and permission to proceed was not obtained. The switching program was reviewed and updated restoration continued without incident. So there was no injury to personnel or damage to plant, but the immediate learnings, this event highlights the importance that all personnel carrying out switching must ensure effective communication with Network Operations Centre as outlined in the switching manual. So the guys didn't ring not to obtain permission to proceed.
Okay. That was another one of ours. Mark's put them all up on the board. There. We've had 3 incidents now, so one was mine, 2 were out in the field, one was a LB tire that I missed on Sean's job. So, yeah. So safety alert, the caps and winch operation. I think Aaron's got that one.
On the 7th of December last year at Mount Lofton Ranges, someone was operating a capstan winch. A line worker was injured while operating a capstan winch to haul equipment to a crew working aloft. The worker was in process of repositioning to gain line of sight to the work crew. The worker lost control on the haul line while the line was under his foot, which resulted in the worker falling backwards, landing on his back. A subsequent scan of the injured worker's neck revealed a fracture to his C5 vertebrae. The incident was reported to SafeWorks South Australia, and the investigation identified that the capstan winch was missing the manufacturer's rope hook safety feature designed to catch the rope if it unwound from the end of the drum. Now the learnings are that the standard equipment safety features must not be removed or modified without undertaking an assessment of risk and obtaining appropriate written authority. Review installation of any capstan winches in service and ensure recommended safety features are in place and appropriate risk assessment has been undertaken. And when operating a capstan, positioning the system to allow the operator to face the capstan as it provides a greater control over the operation and reduces the fleet angle. Operators of plant and equipment should be suitably trained and deemed competent. Pre-task planning should consider hazards associated with the task and the environment that it is to be performed in.
Next one, Daryl Cole's comment. So Daryl Cole's coming across here for how long's he coming?
Oh, we've got him seconded at the moment for 10 weeks, so that's a fair cost to our business. And we'll pay his wage for 10 weeks, so he'll start looking at a lot of aspects of our job, but there's going to be a focus on our switching and also on our on any other incidents we've had. Just looking for trends and ways we can do things. He's also going to look at our processes, stuff like how the work flows through the office and whatever. He's been around for a long time and he's a straight shooter, so he'll call it as he sees it, which is exactly what we want. He likes getting into the detail, which is exactly what we want as well, and he's a good bloke on top of that. So expecting to get a lot out of that. It's going to be good to have someone from outside look at the business, because no one else has. Because it's only been us since it started, so no one else has sort of come in and had a good look at the business. So yeah, it's a cost to the business, but it's money well spent. He'll sit in Evan's. He'll sit at Evan's workstation there until Evan gets back, and then we'll shift him.
Good shared areas. Shared areas.
You guys should be a little further apart, mate.
1.5, please.
Yeah.
Two shared areas. Enter only when required. Social distancing is the most significant defence against the community transmission of COVID-19. I think we're doing that pretty well. It's probably mostly us in the office that keep forgetting, like Mark just then, but yeah, that's a bad example. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty well.
Like you only help because it's easy to forget. It's so easy to forget because we're not like that at all. So just fart distance, that's what I call it. If someone farts, people So
We've got the hand sanitizer bottles, don't throw them away, Mark can refill them. If anybody's throwing them away, but they're hard to come by these days.
The reason for that is next door they've got heaps of the sanitizer. They're just struggling with the bottles. So you can't get the pump bottles because not because of lack of sanitizer, because of lack of bottles. So we'll just refill our bottles.
So just see Mark if you run out. So yeah. Changeover of crew, so 14th of April, which is next Tuesday. So after Easter, when we swap to 14th is Tuesday, so that's when we go to 7:30 starts. That should be fine. Just remember that. Start just before 7:30, and then customer sites. So it'll be fine now.
Yep. I had a few guys ask me during last week, they're a bit confused about entering properties when you have to, the service boards or whatever you need to go in there for. So I contacted, I think Steve Twigger, it was, and he sent me through the formal document of what you're meant to do. So I'll just read it. I won't read the whole lot, but if you want a copy, it's probably important for you guys to grab a copy. For the north crew, there's some on the safety board down the right, bottom right-hand corner, and for the south crew, they're in the lunchroom for the south, just sitting at the desk. Right, so it's labelled assessing customer sites. Right, so I'll just go to the area that's been asked about. Specific cases for electrical services personnel. So for an unoccupied site, take care with touching surfaces that may have been recently touched. Example, circuit breakers, doorknobs, etc. And maintain personal hygiene, just in general. For an occupied site, occupants not required to 14 days self-isolate or unknown. Stand back after knocking at the customer's door, confirm the COVID-19 status or presence of symptoms of any persons in proximity of the worksite, and seek customer and occupiers' assistance in practicing social distancing. So for an occupied site where they're doing the 14-day self-isolation, it says here, no entry into the interior of the premises other then for safety-related jobs where it is absolutely necessary, and in those cases subject to rigorous controls through a document risk assessment, where possible discuss with operations supervisor or manager when conducting the risk assessment. So, you know, that's adding the risk onto your hierarchy and seeing how safe it is. Exterior work can be performed subject to a document risk assessment and suitable separation protections being in place, considering what the customer may have recently touched, for example, the meter box or a safety switch. For shock reports, once established that the network and network connection is safe, SAPN has no obligation to investigate the AS 3000 portion. Customer can be referred to a REC. Electrical isolation may be required. Request that all persons on premises are in a different place room while you're on site. The next one, if it is absolutely necessary to enter the premises, then a documented risk assessment must be completed deeming it safe to proceed and suitable measures in place. These measures may include controls such as asking the customer to ventilate the work area for a period before you enter, jamming the doors open to remove the need for you to touch high-risk surfaces, as well as the customer vacating the premises. For example, you might access a switchboard just inside the front door or the hallway while the customer is in the backyard, but avoid accessing the shower for a shock report. The next one, you can use PPE such as disposable overalls, gloves, masks and glasses. Dispose of, disinfect or wash PPE, tools, hands, etc. after use. And the last one, an occupied site that they've been exposed or they are infected. Exterior work may be performed for safety-related jobs where it is absolutely necessary, and in those cases subject to documented risk assessment and rigorous controls. A discussion must be held with your operations supervisor or manager when conducting the risk assessment. So either ring Cam, Justin or Dave. Strictly no entry into the interior of the premises and maintain distances from any open door or window. If safety-related issue disconnection may be required, in which case the customer may need to secure the service of an electrician to install a power point in its exterior meter box and provide extension leads or some other arrangement. These cases should be escalated so that suitable explanation can be provided to the customers. You can use PPE such as overalls, gloves, masks, and glasses. And after that, dispose of, disinfect or wash PPE, tools and hands after use. So it might pay to grab this document off this is out say in the little kitchen that's been set up there on the desk. Grab one each for each truck and just refer to it when you need to. Alright.
Test and tag Thursday, so same as always for that, get the stuff ready. And the social club, we've set up the social club, so that's starting to roll out. I've got it set up to direct debit out of my account for today. If it all works, we'll roll it out and start getting some things happening. Cool, that's all I got.
My one's probably like actually going into people's houses is when you're out on site as well. Like we've probably got like 2-3 times more people coming up to you on site as usual, saying I'm working from home, I'm this, I'm that. So I guess maybe even mentioning to like traffic control and stuff like, can you keep people out of the site, please? Because people, like, I'll be on the back of the truck getting something and I have someone come walking up to the side of the truck and that talking. They don't know what you're doing or what you're lifting or. Yeah, it's just a lot more people trying to come on the site at the moment as well.
The direction will be to have fewer and shorter outages. So that's going to come this week, I'm pretty sure. Makes sense at the moment, more people working from home and kids are home. So we'll be planning our work accordingly. So you might get a job where there's 2 crews on it instead of 1. And it's going to be done in 4 hours instead of 8. That's the direction that we'll be we'll be heading. That's probably going to cost our business a bit, but we'll talk to our client about that, about recovering that, because that's the direction that our client's going to give us. Okay. Some really good work too. I went out to site last week, and the cable faults that I went up to see, and it was good. There's plenty of people up there, north-south crews, but with good social distancing between the crews, which is what we need. Everyone's getting used to it. Let's not get complacent with it. That's the main thing. Wipe down, the best way. Wipe down and social distance, then we'll be fine. Okay.
The work we're getting is a lot more work you're quoting on. I don't know how many heaps more customer-based works flowing through now. It's really good. You've been under the pump a bit.
It's got to win them.
That's it.
And there's something about a little flat job.
Yeah, we won the Little Hampton Flat. That's a massive one, but we'll probably, hopefully deliver depending on if they push it back. That was deemed non-essential, so we'll see what happens there, but either way we won it, so at some stage we'll deliver it.
Something with all our landmarks like SA Water, is that being pushed back?
SA Water is likely to be deferred a little bit. The whole project is, I think, looking like they're going to push it out 6 months or something like that. So we've got polling to do at Swan Reach and at the desal plant, and we've just done the Morgan Whyalla jobs, and I think there's crews going up there. Renzi's got crews going up there to help with it. The underground guys put the terminate and put them up the pole. But yeah, certainly that'll still go ahead. But it looks like the work mix is going to change. There'll be more decent work and less box lifts. All right?
Anyone on
Everyone's
the
happy about it.
availability? Do we have anyone here? I've got the Jackie guys. Huggy Stockton Friday afternoon gave us sign-off sheets to classify work by FNs and FNBs. So he said we might then follow up and repair what we lodge. So I've got these books on my desk, so I'll catch up with him, run through it before it starts, go through how you're going to sign off jobs and what paperwork is required.
I've got something. Just for everyone on site, you know, we're in trying times at the moment. Just keep an eye on your mates. If they're feeling a bit down, just ask if they're okay. The EAP's there and all that sort of business. But I remember many moons ago, Cobbs will remember it, when the interest rates went up to 18%, there was an influx of incidences of work because people just didn't have their mind on the job. So I was one of them. I blew my knee out stepping out of a truck. So just be aware, take two before you do anything. It just takes that something in the back of your mind that you're thinking about that we shouldn't be, that we're forced to at the moment, to just make that mistake. So just keep your mind on the jobs and take two before you do anything. So good work. That's it.
Have a good week, everyone. Short week.